Hey everybody, I'm out in the garden today, walking around, assessing the damage from the 116-degree Fahrenheit weather that just rolled through here in Portland. If you've kept track of the national news, you've probably heard of it. I think it was like 101 maybe the first day, like 107 the second day, and 116 the third day. It was insane. I walked around outside and I had never been in this much heat. It felt like my eyes were burning just walking around, and it hurt to breathe because it was so dry, so hot. So I thought, after all this watering, and I thought I would go around and assess, which plants did okay and which plants didn't. And it was kind of surprising. I've done some research on drought-tolerant plants. I've planted a lot of them around here, and some of the ones that I thought were drought-tolerant didn't seem to be so much, it didn't work out so much for them. And I don't know, maybe it's because I haven't built the soil enough. Maybe they're just in a hotter, drier spot in the yard. It's hard to know. Microclimates play a pretty big part of this. For instance, the elderberries, the ones in the back are in a microclimate where they get half a day of shade. They did fine, no problems. The one in the front that didn't have as much shade didn't do so well. So let's take a walk around, see how things did. This is my loquat. This doesn't look that good. This leaf's dead. Ugh. Alright, well, this needs more water. Okay, now for some plants that didn't do so good. This is a green tea plant, Korean green tea. Listen to that. Toast. Those leaves are dead. But some of the ones lower, they're still alive. Looks like the tip died, but it'll probably grow back. This is early Fuyu persimmon. Persimmons are related to ebony, so you would think they're pretty tough. But look at this. A lot of leaf curl here. Maybe too much sun, maybe not enough water. This persimmon's been here, I think this is year 4. I'll have to check again. It's doing okay, but it's definitely stressed out about the sun. This is Tillamook Gumi. This one didn't do so good. Leaves are burned off. Tips look like they're burned. Yeah, this one took quite a bit of damage. Surprising, because I thought Gumis were fairly drought tolerant. Seems that's not the case. So here's a surprising one. This is thyme. Or it was thyme. This thing got obliterated. I'm gonna have to water this later, but this is surprising. Thyme is native to the Mediterranean. Should be able to take, I don't know, way more than we threw at it. So not so drought tolerant, I guess. That's surprising. Here is a blue elderberry. Check out the size of this thing. Also, I didn't water it at all. A little bit of leaf curl. It's a native to Oregon. And I think it's native to actually Northern California as well. Excellent. No damage. Looks fine. Didn't need any extra water. Very tough plant. Okay, here's a surprising one. This is quince. Look at that. Still has a fruit, leaves, no curling. I mean, I didn't even water this thing all that much, a tiny bit compared to the other ones. And this one has basically no damage at all. Amazing. I did read, I think it was on Wikipedia, that quince trees are originally from, I think it was Turkey? So that might explain why they are so drought tolerant. They have some fuzz underneath them, and I read that the fuzz blocks some of the sunlight before it hits the leaf. So they have their own little inbuilt shading devices. It's just super impressive. Alright, so this is Aramannia quince. Here's an easy one for drought tolerant landscapes. This is Desert King fig. I didn't even water this at all. No damage, no fruit drop, no leaf curl, nothing. Figs are definitely as tough as they say. I know Ross Ratty on his YouTube channel says that these are kind of like cactus. You can see it. I mean, they didn't even flinch. Amazing. Okay, so now we're in the front yard. This is my chestnut. This one received a little bit of supplemental water, just like everything else, but it looks pretty good. Yeah, no leaf, hardly any leaf curl, tiny bit, and this thing gets a lot of direct sun. So chestnuts do appear to be as drought tolerant as they say. That one looks good. Okay, here's my Crimean olive trees. They are definitely as tough as they say. These things are in full direct sunlight. They get hardly any supplemental water because they're in the front yard and I often forget about them. Zero damage. Nothing. You can't even tell anything happened. Amazing. So yeah, these are Crimean olives. They are definitely as tough as they say.